looking at you. I'm looking at you. Yes, I'm looking at you. Julia. Oh, Julia. So I'm done school for a week. Yep, done school for a week. Right, Julia? Yes, says Julia, we're done for a week. No hockey tonight. We won last night. That was good. Went for my walk. It was cold. Okay? Wasn't wearing enough, obviously. You think it's spring, right? So you wear less. Didn't wear gloves. Only wear, you know, 2 light jackets on top of each other. That layering was not enough. Actually, that layering was okay, but you know, my skinny jeans, yeah, those were not enough. This is not the right weather to wear light clothing, tight clothing. It's gorgeous outside, but it's gorgeous outside, but it's cold and windy. It's a nasty wind. So almost all the snow is gone from all the lawns, but Julia is still going to complain about it because it's cold. It's cold. Yes, and Julia wants something right now, and I don't know what it is. Attention. I guess, oh yes, I never showed you this. This is what my son did. My son made recently. Yes. Doesn't look like you, Julia. Doesn't look like you. That's what he made with his printer, his new printer. 3D printer. He made a cat for me. Yes. So that cat joins. Black cat. Pink cat and a black cat. Kind of cool, 3D printer. He says, you know, it's why he wanted it. It's something amusing. It's something that he finds enjoyable. No problem. Flaking out, are we? Mm-hmm. She says, what do you want? And this constant mirror, attention. The constant marks on the mirror. I finally figured it out after years of having cats. When they shake themselves, which they do regularly, they throw spit. They throw spit. Thrown cat spit. Yes. And they wiggle their behind legs. Yeah, so cat spit is what is the cause of all my mirror spit marks, spray marks. Yeah. On that mirror at least. And it's always there. And I clean it off and I go, there's nobody here. There's nobody wet. There's nothing going on. And yet it keeps on appearing. Yeah, that's why. It's because of you guys shaking in front of the mirror. Shaking yourselves in front of the mirror. They look at themselves and they shake themselves, I guess. Okay, so what's for supper? I did the dishes at lunchtime and then had classes and meetings. My students are weird. They don't do the tasks. Well, excuse me, you need your reading level changed. You need to, I actually asked a couple of the students, I said, why aren't you doing the tasks that you need? Boy, what are you doing? That's why I'm constantly cleaning off that board. Because you were constantly walking on it. Yeah, so I asked them, why are you not doing your tasks? And the one student said, we can talk about that next week. Okay. That's kind of weird. I mean, I said, is there a problem? We can work this out. You know, you can, if you're having trouble with Onyx, I can, but for some reason, she didn't want to talk about it. Okay. She's a level 2 in reading. She needs this task. What? But no. And then the other one, I don't know, she was, for some reason, she did not do her task. She says, I can't see it, I can't see it, I can't see it. I said, I am. You see this, you see this, you see this. The next thing is down below there. Another student explained it to her. It's right there. It's right there where all the other things are. And for some reason, she couldn't see it. But work with me, would she? No. So for different reasons, 2 students are just not completing their task. Lots of students are not completing their tasks. But these 2, you know, particularly need it. Why aren't they doing it? Okay, I feel like I need another layer, even though it's just as warm as it always is in here. And just because it's sunny, it's the furnace isn't running as much. Okay, I'm thinking of my supper. I think that table needs to be cleaned. Yes, I asked my son, oh, are you going to stain I forgot to ask, are you going to stain my banquette? This is my Christmas present, right? Stain the banquette. He says, the stain has not come in. I said, what's the holdup? Not petulantly, I just asked. And he says, it's the exact matching. We want to match the table as closely as possible, and whatever. Anyway, he says, you can't this week, school's too busy. No problem, I'm not really in a rush, I'm just curious, that's all. So yeah, Yes, so it's a matter of vacuuming and littering, kittery littering. So that's what I'm off on to right now. Oh, you guys are just yakking. And you're just sitting by the water going, you're gonna water me, aren't you? Yeah. I think I have a hankering for, pierogies. And I don't have any fresh greens. I noticed I have cabbage. But I do have an opened bag of green beans in the freezer. So I will have pierogies and green beans. And something else. Pierogies and, so pierogies. Oh yes, and my turkey franks. There's my protein. I almost forgot that. Since we're not having popcorn tonight, we can have the pierogies. Oh, the popcorn. So excellent. I raved about it to my daughter and my son. I made popcorn last night for the game, and holy smokes, that pot was full. There is a difference between cheap popcorn from Sobeys and regular good Orville Redenbacher popcorn. Yes, there is a big difference. I will not be buying that other stuff. It was emergency, okay? So which is my son was going, oh, that's a random comment, Mom. And I guess he never was in the previous comment from way back. I ran out of popcorn and had to buy it at Sobeys and bought the compliments. And it does not match. So my daughter explained to him. He says, that was random. I said, well, I'm the master of non sequitur, okay? Go with it, go with it. Okay, so I am making pierogies, turkey franks, and green beans. Okay, and maybe I'll throw in some corn. There you go. That's a sort of a vegetable. Sort of a vegetable.